Well, hello. So I'm sitting here cleaning the fish tank. I'm not doing a whole empty. I'm just doing a little bit, just to kind of keep it a little bit cleaned up. And noticed my filter needed to be changed, and found out a little trick to get this filter change for fairly cheap. So this tank is a kit. It came with everything. Came with the hood, the filter, the heater, and the little thermometer. It came with all of that. Everything else we had before. So it came, like a normal style filter with a little carbon in it. But the thing is these are not cheap, and then you have to replace them like every 4 weeks or whatever. Sometimes even sooner, depending on certain circumstances, whatever. So what do you want? So anyway, digging deep online, there's not a whole lot out there, unfortunately, on fish tanks and stuff. I mean, there is, but certain stuff like this, there's not, because most of the big tank guys, they use 55-gallon tanks, and they don't even really use these much. Some of them do. But what I found out is that if you get the polyfill, it doesn't even have to be the low loft, it's just a polyfill, and as long as it's the sheet, the roll, which is, I can't find my tripod, so bear with me. It comes out like this. You see, it's just a roll, and then it's you fold it. Comes like this. This is about how thick it is. So it's pretty nice, and this whole roll cost me like $3, and I've had it for probably 4 or 5 months now, and I still have this much left. So I got a lot left. So let me get everything set up, and then I will show you how I go about doing this little filter. Alright, so I got it all spread out. I got holes and stuff everywhere because I've tried different ways. I've had it where it comes in and it's kind of folded and it's kind of like a 2-layer, and I've tried that. Really didn't have a whole lot of luck with it, because when I did that, and I did maybe like this, maybe like 3 times, it was too thick. So after about 3 days, it was no good. So what I figured out is just to unroll it, have it where it's just 1 layer, and then just do this, cut it, and then just keep going. And then what I'll do is I'll get it to where it's only so thick, maybe 3 to 5 turns. Usually I do about 5 turns, and then after that, I don't try to make it this big. I just trying to cut it, and kind of got off board with it. And then after that, I'll have it to where, and I'll show you here in a minute, since I don't have my tripod, I have to kind of do all this on and off camera. Then after that, it's good to go, and then I just put it in here, and that's pretty much it. What I've been seeing though is a little bit, if you don't rinse this, then it gets kind of cloudy in your tank, but it refilters it, so it's not a big deal. So if you get some, just rinse it out, just to maybe get any of the excess off from the factory or whatever. I haven't seen, it hasn't harmed any of my fish, so if you don't rinse it, it's not a big deal. But let me get this all prepped up, and I'll show you what I do. Alright, so it's actually about 3 times you should go around. This is about how it looks. You want to try your best to keep the media as close to the frame as possible. You don't want to go overboard on the sides. If you need to, you can always cut it. And then kind of fold it over like this a little bit. Sometimes I'll have it a different way. It just all depends on how I end up cutting it. I'm not too picky about it. As long as it works, it works. So then I just go in here slot it in, and that's it. No big deal. And then after that, we're good. And I already rinsed it out. And then I keep this in here because sometimes this is supposed to tell me if it's full, but this doesn't always work. So I have this in here to still filter out water if it does go over, and it helps me out. And every once in a while I'll rinse it, but that helps me out a lot to let me know, hey, it is over, it's the filter's bad, but it's still filtering at least a little bit. So look at this girl. What are you trying to do? Yeah, you locked it, huh? You can't get out. So anyway, if you found this useful, let me know. Like, comment, subscribe if you'd like to. I'm not a fish expert, tank expert. These are just things I found out that I think is useful, especially this, because the filters can cost quite a bit. They can. This is one of the most useful, and this is, I think, one of the main reasons why a lot of people don't get into fish tanks is because of the filter. Filters are expensive. Fish are expensive too, but so if you'd like to see anything else, you got any questions, I'll do the best I can to answer. If you have any recommendations or anything like that, leave down below. And have a good one. And thanks for watching. Do what inspires you. Thanks.